and explain
Georgia
it.
doesn't have control of them yet. This is what the situation is. Right now, there is a 48 to 50. The Republicans have 50 and the Democrats have 48.
And this is the Senate?
Yes, this is the Senate.
So who has the House? Let me just ask that question.
The Democrats have the House currently.
Okay.
They are the majority in the House.
Okay.
So what actually happened is, if anybody's really been paying attention to politics over the past couple of years, you notice that the Republicans, Mitch McConnell definitely has been blocking anything and everything having to do with bettering the people of the country. And he's more interested in piling up the courts with people who believe the things that they believe.
So let me play devil's advocate, because, we got Republicans that fuck with us too.
Yeah.
What's wrong with having somebody else control one part so that there's balance?
I was just about to go that way because
yeah, we got to ask.
I'm kind of scared if the Democrats have complete control of everything and every law they want to pass just going straight through.
But what has the Republicans done for us as a nation?
What has the Democrats done for us as a nation? Well, you know what?
Well, right now they're fighting to make sure that they put money into the pockets of the American people, that they're fighting to make sure that we have health care.
Okay.
They're fighting to make sure that the cities get money, because what's about to happen actually is a lot of our city offices and stuff, people are going to start to get laid off because the cities cannot continue to pay for the things that they're paying for.
Okay.
So the Democrats have been asking for not only, monies for the people of the country, not only monies for, like PPE and helping the hospitals and stuff like that, but they asking for money for the states too, because the states are about to be in trouble. They're going to have to lay off police. They're going to be laying off firefighters. They're going to be laying off a lot of people because they don't have the money.
Okay, so let's get into that. And I'm going to say a couple of things first, and then we're going to get into some of this stuff. This is going to be an interesting topic, because I've been wanting to have this topic for a minute. Now, I feel like as black people, I'm neither Republican or Democrat. I'm a Republicrat.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm a little bit of both. I got that one from OG from Houston.
Okay.
That's what I was. He just gave me the name for it. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, my vote don't belong to nobody. I believe in quid pro quo, or whatever they call it. Mm-hmm. Well, you tell me what you're going to do for me.
And then
you buy my vote just like everything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Special interest money is buying votes, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so my vote is for sale too. I'm letting everybody know. You want my vote? You will be telling me what you're going to do for me. Now, I just feel like black people just automatically give Democratic Party their vote. So now they don't even have to fucking work for it no more. Because it's a guarantee. Mm-hmm. You dig what I'm saying? Hold on, sweet. I'm gonna say my piece and give you the floor, because you probably got more knowledge than I do. You probably can sway my conversation. But I always know that if you know you're gonna get the shit for free, it is no value. I don't have to work for that.
You don't have to fight for it.
Right. I don't have to go to this city over there because I know they're gonna already vote for me already. I already got that one in the bag. I'm moving on to over here. This right here is work. I may have to do something. I may have to leverage over here to do something for these people, because they're not gonna just give me their vote off the cuff.
Let me explain something to you. A friend of mine, a great friend of mine, his name is Ruben Diaz. He's the Bronx Borough President in New York City. And when we were attempting to help him to win that seat in New York, the one thing that he told me about how politics pays attention to the voting bloc. So let's say the area that I live in, if all the people in my neighborhood vote and there's a big pothole in the middle of the road, they're going to fix that pothole before they'll fix one on the next block where those people are not voting, because that's their constituency. You understand?
The one that votes and don't vote is all your constituency.
Most of it.
It is all your constituency. Now, whether or not you treat it like it's your constituency is a whole nother conversation.
That sounds like Trump and
you know what I mean?
The ones that voted for him and the ones that didn't.
That's why I'm telling you, quid pro quo, or whatever they call it. Don't be fucking that shit up, or whatever. Makes sense, because if you know that you got to go buy them people down there in Atlanta vote,
you're going to work hard for it.
Yeah. Why can't I not sell it to you? Why should I just have to give it to you, and then you decide which road you going to fix a pothole on?
Exactly, and then you're held accountable for what you're supposed to do.
Exactly. If you know, listen, if you know you go over there, you got to pay for that, you got to come with your money. You got to come with whatever you got to pay for. If you ain't got to pay for it, you ain't got to worry about it.
You're not going to work hard for it.
Exactly. Can we say chicken and poom poom? I'm just saying.
No, honestly and truthfully, if everybody really knows, the Republican Party used to be the party of black people.
Right.
They were the original party of black people.
Right.
But what the Democratic Party started doing was courting the black vote. Because the Republican Party swayed more towards, business people and people with money. And the Democratic Party is more for, paying for health care, having all of these different forms of government issue monies and all that type of stuff. So what has happened is 74 million people don't agree with the Democrats because they voted for Trump. But there are 75 million people that do agree. So that shows you how divided the nation is. Because as a single black woman, my struggle is harder than maybe a single white woman.
I agree, but this is where the problem is for me. I just want people to get the fuck out of my way so I can get my money. So don't make it harder for me to get my money is really what I want. I don't need a handout. I don't need nothing. This is me personally speaking. I'm not speaking for everybody in this room. I'm not speaking for nobody else. I just want you to get the fuck out of my way. Meaning that if I'm trying to get to these, flip some houses or something like that, I just want the same opportunity to walk in that bank and get that loan. You see what I'm saying? Let me sail or sink on my own fucking ship.
On your own merit.
Yeah. Now, the minute you create a situation where we are looking into a situation where you have to be financially supported by whether it be a political party, you're limiting my earning potential. Because you're going to give me just enough to keep me pacified, but not enough to take me to the next level.
Because they don't want you to go to the next level.
Right. So and this is why I'm a Republican. Now listen, if I can go out there and make my money and they say, yo, you keep most of what you make, but you went out there, you hustle, you keep most of your money. You see what I'm saying? We doing this podcast, let's say it blows up and we making $1 million a year. According to Mr. Biden's plan, and I voted for him, so I'm even going to go out there and let you know I voted for him. So let's not even go there with that part. I voted for him for the greater good of other things other than my financial income. But 62% on $1 million, let's say we was all sitting here getting money together. You know what I mean? And we decide we getting money going good, and this year's going to be our $1 million year. And then, you know what I mean, here comes Mr. Joe Biden's plan and say, well, you guys did good this year.
Yeah, we're going to take
62%.
We're going to take 62%.
We're taking 60,000.
60,000. Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's drop the 2. So for math reason, we're taking 60,000 out of 100,000. Now, in a Trump way, I'm keeping most of that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily like how he treat people. I feel like he got some racist tendencies and shit like that. But the financial part, I fuck with. Mm-hmm. All the way.
Well, I had some people in the Bronx tell me that they fucks with Trump because the hood has had more money.
That's a fact.
Than we have had in the history of the hood.
Listen to me.
And Trump put the money in the hood.
Listen to me. Me and this man over there on the left side of you got homies that came home. Miss Jolie got homies that came home from Trump. That was doing.
I got a homie that came home.
Exactly. Right. So
wasn't supposed to come home.
Exactly.
Never supposed to come home.
They made it out.
Yeah.
Right. And then my whole point is with all of that too is look at it this way. There was a time when I'm probably gonna get crucified for this shit, but I'm going all the way in. There was a time when we had a black president and we had the House and the Senate. None of that shit happened.
Was not coming home.
None of that shit. Now, he pardoned a whole bunch of people when he was on his way out the door. Mm-hmm. But my whole point is, if it was quid pro quo or whatever you want to call it, you should just came in and do what Trump doing. I'm going to take my niggas out. Yeah, get them niggas out of there. Pardon them motherfuckers from day one.
Pardon with a price.
Exactly. Well, hold up. All he did was sell some weed, and that was his third strike. Get him out of there. You know what I mean? Why you couldn't come in and do shit for us like how Trump was doing shit for his
people.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, Obama,
why do we have to play
Obama
nice?
did give us some food stamps.
There you go. You see what I'm talking about? That's the assistant shit.
Yeah.
If you put me in position, you see, as long as I'm dependent on you, I can never be my own man.
But there's more businesses now and more people that have started businesses since this pandemic, and
you ain't got no choice. We ain't getting no money. Why you think we on a podcast?
Yeah, I mean, but legally, I'm talking about. Let's say that you got one of them big $10,000 unemployment checks. People took those checks. A lot of people took them and bought cars and clothes and all that. But some people took those checks and started businesses.
Of course.
And those businesses are going to be there for their kids and their grandkids.
Well, that's what we.
That's exactly
what we talking about. Exactly.
I understand that.
So now, as long as you make me dependent on you, now I can't build no generational wealth for my people if you taking 60% of what the fuck I would be stacking away to give to them.
I feel like that's the agenda of the Democratic Party is
keep people dependent so that they could be
in control.
Exactly.
They get more of your money than you.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Of course, they're taking 60%. I don't understand.
Well, you know what? That as a person with $1 million, no, you don't want them coming and taking $600,000 of your dollars.
As a person trying to get $1
Trying
million,
to get there, you don't
want it either.
So it's like
no, but Biden's plan, if you make $400,000 or above, they're taking 62% of your income.
I understand that.
But
That's
what
the
about those who are not making that?
I mean, they need to
get off their neck.
Strive to make that.
Get off their neck.
Strive to make more money. Simple.
Listen to me. I'm not for all helping people. I'm all for that. And I'm not speaking on this like we are disenfranchised and our hoods is fucked up. Everything about what is the projects, it was systemic racism. All of that shit is that. But my point is, if you're going to come in and help me, help the core issues so that we can get the fuck up out of the situation. By you just giving me food stamps and housing, you're putting it there. Why don't you give me a house?
Well,
why don't you?
Biden's talking about that.
And the funny thing is, it ain't even like they're giving it to you because at the end of the day, if you're a single mother and you're getting food stamps, then your baby daddy is paying for them stamps.
Oh, yeah.
Well, fuck all of that. Well, fuck all of that. This is what I'm talking about. When they was giving away Section 8 housing, let me show you how fucked up shit is. When they're doing Section 8 housing and all that other shit, they said a man can't be in the fucking house.
Nope.
So
hold up. So now you're telling me that your kid can't have a fucking father. You're going to get this check, though. So you're creating that situation now.
But they created that situation to destroy the black family.
That's the point that I'm making. So
yes.
So then when we're talking about being on the level field, we got to look at this thing for what it's worth. We got to stop. We just can't take the handout. We want the motherfucking get the fuck out the way out. You know what I mean? Not the handout. Get the fuck out the way. Make a path so we could do something.
And then get out the way.
Yeah. I'm not help us along the way, but listen, I'm going to open this fucking door right here. And while you guys getting lined up to get to the door, I'm going to help you. When you get through that fucking door, though,
you're on your own.
Yeah. Give me a chance to motherfucking swim.
But see, Biden is talking about doing things like that. Like, helping to raise the black community's level of,
finances.
Yeah. So there are things in their plan that are going to work for the people.
Listen, when I looked at both the plans, his plan made more sense, and that's why I voted that way. Listen, we're going to take a quick break real quick. We're going to come back and have this conversation because it's really in depth. It's something that I want to fuck with. 2 MCs on the Mic podcast. We'll be right back. Yeah, we're back to the 2 MCs on the Mic podcast, and I guess our blood is boiling. My brother said I'd be dubbing him on the mic. I do apologize. Let me just make sure I apologize to the fan. I don't want nobody to feel like you soft as shit. I know, you know what I mean?
I am soft, man.
Now cut the shit out.
Pillsbury Doughboy over here, baby.
Cut the shit out over there.
Black Pillsbury.
Stuffed in.
But just know this is the show, and whenever the shit get heated, we both get motherfucking.
As long as y'all let me get out the middle.
We'll fight up in this motherfucker, though. The only rule we got is that we can't break none of the shit.
You know what I mean? So we can't do too much.
Exactly. Let me get the hell out the middle, okay?
We gotta treat it like it's a jail cell. Keep your arms in. You know what I mean? Keep your arms in, though. Keep your arms in. Don't hit the wall. Don't fuck up your knuckles on the wall.
Listen, my main focus for this conversation today is Jon Ossoff and Warnock. Because what's going to happen if they don't get in the Senate? The